Hi everyone, this is Norma with All My Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this little Mary Jane shoe for your Willie Wisher doll. And in the previous video I showed you how to make the little dress for the doll, and now I'm going to show you how to do this shoe. It's very easy, very simple to do. My Willie Wisher doll has a new home, so I purchased this doll right here. As you can see, she is very pretty. I purchased this doll from Sam's Club. It's a members only store where you can buy in bulk. And they had some toys there. And of course, they had this beautiful doll. And she is the exact same size as the Willie Wisher. She is 14.5 inches tall. And I purchased her for $18.99, I believe, which is a very reasonable price. And as you can see, this is the dress that we did in the last video, and it fits her absolutely perfect. So I just wanted to show you the new doll I have. My granddaughter came for a visit, and I knew she was going to take home the Willie Wisher doll that I purchased, and I was okay with that, so that's why I brought this one. Okay, so let me show you how to make this little shoe. To start off with, we are going to use a crochet hook size D, which is a 3.25 hook. We're also going to be using the Yarn Bee Soft Secret Hot Pink, and we're going to use pink and white. And this is a size 4 medium weight yarn. Now when you make the shoe, you want to make sure that you have a 4 medium weight that's on the lighter side. If you use a thicker one, the shoe will come out a little bit more bulky, and I'm not sure how it would fit the doll. So I would recommend to use a size 4 medium weight yarn, but on the lighter side. Red Heart and Yarn Bee are a little bit thick, and I'm not sure that would work well. So I would stick with something that's a little bit more flexible, that's more movable, and that is definitely thinner. If you compare this to the Red Heart or to the I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby, this will be a little bit thinner than the other one. So that's why I say. Okay, so let's get started with this shoe. So to start off with, we're going to do a slip knot. Okay. And we're going to do a chain of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So to start off with, we're going to start in the second chain from the hook. We're going to skip the first one and go to the second one, and we're going to work a single crochet. So we're going to work a total of 5 single crochets. We're going to go into the next chain and work our second one, next chain, single crochet, that's 3. Next chain, that's 4. And next chain, that's 5. Oops, didn't grab that correctly. Let's try that again. 5. Okay, now in this very last one right here, we're going to work 4 single crochets into the same stitch. So that's 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to work along the other side right here of the chains, and we're going to start with a single crochet. We're going to do it to the next 4 chains. So this is the first single crochet. Okay, number 2. This is on the other side now. 3 and 4 right here. And we have 1 more stitch left. So in this very last stitch right here, we're going to work 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So that's 1 and 2. Okay, then we're going to slip stitch to that very first single crochet that we started the row with. And at the end of this round right here, we should have a total of 15 stitches right here. So now we're going to start round number 2. We're going to do a chain 1, and we're going to do a single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So that's 1, go into the next stitch, do another single crochet. So that's 2. Now in the next 3 stitches, we're going to work 1 half double crochet. So that's 1 half double crochet, go into the next stitch, do another half double crochet, that's 2, and then go into the next stitch and work our 3rd half double crochet. So that's what we have. We have 2 single crochets and 3 half double crochets there. Now in the next 4 stitches, we're going to work a 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So into this first one right here, we're going to work a double crochet. Then we're going to work our second double crochet in the same stitch. So that's the first one, and we need to do this 4 times. So this is the second one, 2 double crochets into the same stitch. One and 2. Next stitch, we're going to work again 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Go into the next stitch. This is the 4th one, and we're going to work 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay. Now, in the next 3 stitches, we're going to work 1 half double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now in the next 2 stitches, we're going to work a single crochet. So that's the first one, go into the next stitch and work a single crochet. Okay, now here you have to be very careful because it can be a little bit tricky. I know it's hard to see because of the white background, but let me see. So we have this stitch right here, which is the very last stitch, and then you have this stitch which looks like a stitch, but it's not. And then we have the chain 1 right here. So this one here is our very last stitch that we're going to work into. This one was the slip stitch from the previous row, so we're not going to work in this one. And then this is the chain 1, and then this is our first single crochet. So in this very last one right there, we are going to work 3 single crochets into the same stitch. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 all into the same stitch. Now we're going to skip that slip stitch, and we're skipping that chain 1 here, and we're skipping this slip stitch right here. We're not going to work in that one. We're skipping this chain 1 right here, and we're going to go into this first single crochet right here, and we're going to do a slip stitch. Okay, so that ends row number 2, and this is what the shoe is looking like. And at the end of row 2, you should have a total of 21 stitches. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to our white. I'm sorry, our pink. We have the white on the hook already. So all I do is I put the yarn on the hook, pull through. Okay, and I'm tightening this white stitch just to tighten the stitch, and I'm tightening the pink to tighten that. Okay, then we're going to do a chain 1. And now what we're going to do is in every stitch around, we're going to do a single crochet in the back loop only. So here's the front loop and here's the back loop. So in this back loop, we're going to work a single crochet, in this back loop a single crochet, in this back loop a single crochet, this one a single crochet. So we're going to do that all the way around, and at the end of this round we should have a total of 21 single crochets. Okay, so I'm going to start with this first one right here, and we're going to work a single crochet. Go to the next stitch, and we're going to work a single crochet. Next stitch, and work a single crochet. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to do this all the way around, just a single crochet. Just like that. Now you are working with a smaller crochet hook, so the stitches might be a little bit tighter, and it might be a little bit more tedious if you're not a experienced crocheter, but I think you should be able to manage this. It's not really that difficult, and I'm using again a 3.25 crochet hook. So it is a smaller hook than it's, you know, I'm not sure what hook size is recommended for this yarn, but I'm using the 3.25 because that's what works for me for this doll. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so we're just going around and I'm almost done here. Okay, a few more stitches. Oh, that didn't grab right. Let's try that one again. Again, this is the back loops only. Right here. Oops. Make sure you grab that one. And then this is the last one. And right here, that's the slip stitch from the previous row. And this here is a chain 1. So when you slip stitch, you want to go to that very first one. So at the end of this row, you should have a total of 21 single crochets. Now it kind of flipped up, as you can see. So what you want to do is flip it back. Okay, because this is the correct side. So as you can see now, there's a little ridge here, and that's what happens when you do a single crochet in the back loop only. It formed that little ridge for the shoe right there at the bottom. Okay, so now what we're going to do is slip stitch to the very first single crochet that we did. Right there. Okay, so here we have, we're done with row number 3. And we should have 21 stitches. Okay, I'm going to start row number 4. So we're going to do a chain 1, and in the next 6 stitches we're going to work 1 single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Try that again. This is number 6. Okay, so that's what we have. Now we're going to do a single crochet decrease 4 times. Okay, so what that means is we're going to take our crochet hook, put it into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now we have 3 on our hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's a single crochet decrease. So we're going to do that 3 more times. So we're going to go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then go through all 3. So that's 2. We're going to do the third one. And then we're going to do the fourth one. Right there. Okay, so I'm just kind of putting my finger in. Okay, so you can see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Okay, now we're going to do a single crochet into the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. And then we're going to slip stitch to that very first single crochet that we did to start the row with. So this is row number 4. The end of row 4, we should have a total of 17 stitches. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this white here because we don't need that anymore, just so it's not in our way anymore. Okay. Oops. Okay. So now right here I can cut that off because I kind of weaved that in as I was going around and doing my stitches. Okay, so this is what the shoe is looking like right here. Okay, so now we're going to start row number 5. So to start row number 5, we're going to do a chain of 1, and we're going to do a single crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're going to do a single crochet decrease 3 times. Previous row we did 4 times, now we're going to do it 3 times. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So that's the first one. So we're going to do this again. That's the second one. I'm going to do it again. And that's the third one right there. Now we're going to do a single crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then we're going to slip stitch to the very first single crochet. Okay, and I'm going to put my finger in here to straighten it out. And that's what the shoe is looking like. So this is kind of like a little ballerina slipper. Now you can definitely leave it like that and take some yarn and wrap it around so it can wrap around the ankle or something. That'll be something you can do as well. So now we're going to start row number 6. We're going to do a chain 1, and we're going to do a single crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to do a chain of 2 because we're going to work on the strap. So this is going to be kind of the little strap that goes in between. Okay, so we did a chain of 2. We did 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 2. Now we're going to skip 3 stitches. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and in the next stitch right here, we're going to work a single crochet. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet, I believe, I'm not sure. I think it's, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 6. 5 and 6. And then we're going to do a slip stitch to the very first single crochet right here that we did in the row. Okay, so let me put my finger in here, kind of open this up a little bit, and that's what the shoe is looking like. So this is the little strap in the front right there. Okay, so now we have one more row to do and we're done. So so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a chain of 1 again. I can get this here. And then here, all we're doing is doing a single crochet all the way around. So right here we had 5 single crochets. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then we did the chain 2. Now this can be a little bit hard to do because these chains are smaller because a crochet hook is smaller. Now if you wanted to go into each chain to do a single crochet, you can most definitely do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a single crochet over the whole post, the whole stitch. So all I did was insert my hook right into here, and I'm going to do 2 single crochets because that's what we did. We did 2 chains, so we're going to do 2 single crochets. So that's the first one, and I'm going to do it again, the second one. It's just a lot easier. You don't have to, like I said, you can go directly into the stitch, but it's a little bit tight and it can be a little tedious. So now again, on this side, we're going to do 6 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to slip stitch to that very first single crochet right here. You know, this is a little bit tight because of the, again, the crochet hook is smaller, so it can be a little tight. Slip stitch, sorry. And then I'm going to do a chain 1, and we're done with this shoe. So now again, I'm going to stick my finger in here to kind of straighten it out, and that's what the shoe looks like. Right there. Now you don't have to do 2 different colors. You can definitely do it one color. It's totally up to you how you want it to look. Okay, so let's try it on the doll. So I have the doll here. I'm going to show you how I put it on. So what I do, and this is a nice fitted shoe, so it's not loose. And I like them to be fitted because, you know, the kids are playing with the dolls and they're running around and just playing. And if the shoe is loose, it will fall off and it'll get lost. So that's why I like to make them nice and snug. So what I do is open it right here like that. I'm going to put it in right here by the toes. Okay. I'm going to push down. Now I like taking the heel, okay, and using my finger like this and just pulling on it, and it will fall into place, as you can see. Then you can straighten out the bottom right here. So that's what the shoe looks like. So that's why I say too, it's very important to get the correct stitches, because you see how that's in the center. If you did something wrong where in the shoe where I showed you how to do it, in that part where I said, you know, it was the last stitch and the slip stitch, if you put another stitch in there, this will come out crooked and it'll look like it's lopsided. So I've gotten questions about that, and there's no right or left. It's really the same shoe and it fits the same. So that's why I say it's important to get those stitches correctly. So that's what the shoe looks like. Let me put on this second shoe. Again, just put it on, and then now this one I think is a little tighter. And then just push down, and there you go. Let me stand her up so you can see what it looks like. And of course you want to cut your ends off and, you know, sew them in. But there you go. There is the shoes. How cute are they? And they match the doll, the dress perfectly. So here's the dress, and then of course the shoes fit perfect. Trying to get her all in there. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so that you can get notified of my latest videos. And I appreciate all your comments. Please continue to comment and let me know what you think about this little tutorial. So at least now you have the dress and the shoes. I will be working on a purse for the doll very soon as well. So look out for that video. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody and have a great night.